Next property we have now is 376 Devon Street in Kearny. Looks like a nice big home. Let's check it out. This is a single family home. The old MLS listing tells us that this is a 3-bedroom, 1 full bath. Comps would place this home upwards of $275,000, maybe a little more because the home is very large, and it would need at least $50,000 worth of renovations. Anything you want to talk about any products?
Yeah, sure. So again, everything I'm going to say pretty much applies to all the properties we're looking at today. As far as the fix and flip loan program we have, the way it works is we lend 80% on the purchase price of the property, which works out pretty nicely since at sheriff's sale you're putting down 20% anyway the day you bid. And then for the construction costs, we'll actually lend 100% of that rehab cost for the property. The total loan amount can be no more than 65% of the after repaired value, which we do to make sure that there's enough, meat on the bone, so to speak, so that way you're buying a good deal. As far as rate and terms, that's going to vary anywhere between 9 and 13% interest. The loans are interest only, and they're 1-year terms. So just for example, if you're at 12%, which is where you might be on your first deal with us, you could look at it as paying 1% a month. So if you can buy the property, fix it up in 2 months, sell it in another 2 months, essentially you're paying 5% during the life of the loan. So if you can turn it over pretty quickly, it's really not an expensive loan. There are points, you're going to pay 2 to 3 points origination fees, and we can move pretty quick. So you have 30 days at sheriff's sale to pay the balance in full, but we can get you closed in about 2 weeks. So, and if any other questions on the loan program or other products we have, I'm happy to answer afterwards. And again, this applies to all the properties you're going to see today. So.
Yeah, these guys are awesome. I've experienced it firsthand. They close deals for me really, really quick. Thank you. Title on this one?
Title is kind of messy on this one. The lis pendens, which is the notice of the foreclosure, expired a few years ago, so we would need to make sure that the final judgment of the foreclosure was filed within 5 years, so before 2012. There's a few tax municipal liens on the property for unpaid taxes, as well as condo liens that we need to make sure the condominium association was included in the foreclosure.
This is not a condo. Yeah. Is that what you have there?
Yeah. In my HUD.
Can you backtrack on it to see yeah, it's a 1-family home. I don't know if
part of the plan development.
It's very unlikely that it is. So let's look at the main screen. It looks like a typical single-family home, unless.
I know that's true. It's not a plan development.
That's not. No. Yeah, Kearny is really. Yeah, in Jersey City, you'll see homes that are turned into condos, but not too much in Kearny. Maybe. We'll get back to you guys on that. We'll upload the correct information and get back to you later. Sorry about that.
Unless it's marked.
Anything is possible.